What's going on, everybody? I'm sorry about that. Today is one of those days where getting everything set up has been a nightmare. Okay, Dark Avenger Live, we're back. I was sick last week, not sick this week, so we're going to continue rolling along. The wall is fixed. Comic books over here. We've got the comics there. Now, the wall over there, you're going to notice it's bare and it goes all the way to the end. There's a reason for that. If you remember, there used to be figures. Well, those figures are now over here. I actually have a really nice Superman blue and red setup. I've even got these I got on Etsy, the S's. Excellent seller. If you'd like to know where you can find these, the red and blue S's are magnets. This is a stand for the two figures. It's a custom made stand. The person on Etsy does amazing work. I will 100% share their link with you. They actually, funnily enough, they're from the Bronx here in New York. So, very happy with them. I'm actually getting a couple more magnets, I think, soon. I did share a picture on Discord. I got to start sharing stuff again on Twitter and Facebook. Comic Book Corner is being renovated. There used to be a whiteboard over a piece of Comic Book Corner. That whiteboard has since left because I'm going to be building a temporary cabinet in this temporary office for hardware that's going to be over there in that corner. However, if I make it look nice and presentable enough, we might actually start using Comic Book Corner once again for the fun stuff. But anyway, for the videos too. So I want to give a quick update. Today, obviously, we're doing the previews. That's what all the news is talking about is the previews, except for one thing, which is the What If Galactus that's coming out in January, which we'll talk about when the January solicitations come. So we got previews for December right now, so we're going to focus on them. These are the last month of 2024's books. A lot of really cool stuff in both that we're going to talk about. I noticed the auto zoom is on. I'm going to attempt to shut that off while I'm talking. But real quick updates. So I've made the decision, the executive decision, as the person who literally runs the reviews. Since I had issues in September towards the middle doing reviews, and then I got sick for the last couple of weeks, I've decided to take the entirety of the month and make one video on that. Okay, autofocus is now off, so that means that our issue should be good. Okay. So I've decided to take the month of September and do it all in one video. I also have a 0.5 video I will be putting together this week. And the 0.5 video is basically going to run down all the books that I am currently reading and reviewing. There's a difference. Some books I'm reading and I'm far behind on them. They're not part of the review. However, I'm collecting them. Obviously, if you see them in the halls. And then there are the books that I'm up to date with. Those are going to be the ones that are in the reviews. So I already have the list. I'll be working on the 0.5 immediately. Now, tomorrow, because I got sick, tomorrow is going to be the haul for the last week of September. The day after, I'm hoping we'll have the 0.5. And then the day after that, God willing, we will have a short review. It'll be a very brief overview of all the books I read in the month of September. And by that point, we should be towards the end of the week. That's when the books for October, the first week of October come. We do the haul on the weekend, read the books, and then you get the review. Now, one thing I've been pondering about, and it has nothing to do with canceling any of my videos or anything like that. I love going live, and especially on Twitch. I'm working on a streaming schedule again for a couple of games here, there, and everywhere. Especially since I got back into the Division 2, I'm really trying to figure out a way to get my gaming laptop set up to stream the Division 2 because I have it on PC now instead of playing it off PlayStation. Dark Avenger Live, and I've talked with a few creators. Like I've been popping up in a few creators here, there, and everywhere on YouTube's live streams and videos and whatnot. And one of the biggest discussions has been the live shows. And I'm trying to build this channel back up again, and it's been 5 years now. and we are at the ground floor instead of where we were 5 years ago, where 5 years ago everything and anything could happen and there was an audience already and we were building things up. So I'm debating temporarily if I might take Dark Avenger live and either turn it into a monthly live show, and this is a for now thing, not permanent, just a for now thing, and work on trying to build the channel back up first, get the videos out, get them on a normal, weekly schedule, do all the background, all the stuff that happens behind the scenes, get all that worked out. And then as the audience builds back up on the channel, start doing more Dark Avenger lives, because again, consistency is key. The summer was not a fun time for consistency, and then I got sick in September. Not fun for consistency. So I really want to try to get some consistency going with the videos first, and then that will lead to the live show. Dark Avenger Live will always be on Mondays. However, I think we might start doing it more on a once a month basis, so this way it gives me a little more time to do videos. I'm not sure yet, don't quote me on it. However, I will still be doing live streams over on Twitch. So if you aren't following me, it's twitch.tv/chaoticfalcon86. I'll be doing games and stuff real soon on there. You all know the games I love to play. Same thing. And we've got a few really cool VR games coming out. And I've got my other computer hooked up when it comes to VR. So maybe stream some VR games. But these are the thoughts that are running through my head right now. I want to get videos back up and running. I want to start sharing my thoughts in comics again. I love sharing the comics I pick up each and every week. Discussion videos. A lot's going on right now. There is one I'm sorry, there are two topics I do want to talk about before we get into the previews, so it might help accumulate a few people into the live show. The first topic is something I've seen circulating on a few social medias now the past couple of days, and that is that DC and Marvel have officially lost the copyright to the name superhero, or the term superhero. No longer is superhero considered copyright to DC and Marvel. Now anyone can use the term superhero. And for me especially, I've always found it very weird that Marvel and DC had exclusive rights to a set of words. It made zero sense to me why superhero is only for Marvel and DC when you've got a ton of other comic companies, you've got other creators and stuff. Why does Marvel and DC get the exclusive right to use the term superhero? I'm glad that the courts finally realized, hey, there's something wrong here. No, you do not have the right to take a term. That's like a car ownership or a car company taking over the term car, and nobody could use the word car in their videos or whatever without paying copyright to a company. So I am glad that the courts finally realized this and said to Marvel and DC, no, you don't have a right to that term, and stop it. The other thing I want to talk about, and this is more into our community more than to the companies, is there was an interesting debate between Comic Tom and somebody else, Sticky Goose, whatever. I don't follow Sticky Goose at all, but it's been getting a lot of chatter in the comic community. And as I am keeping my ear, and also I follow Comic Tom. So apparently it's a lot about, there was a talk about community, and the person that Comic Tom was talking to, the person made a lot of clickbait stuff. This reminds me of channels we don't talk about anymore, but channels that were around a couple of years back that were doing the opposite of what the channels like myself were doing. I don't want to bring that old stuff back. Luckily, all of that is part of the past, and most of them have left YouTube, especially one person in particular. But anyway, so this person, from what I gathered, again, this is all stuff that I found out, through the grapevine. I didn't do much research in it. I think Comic Tom is a really wonderful YouTuber. I enjoy his content. I like how informative his videos are from time to time. I don't religiously watch him, but again, I like his content. When I do see it and when I do watch it, I enjoy it. And this person was coming in talking about all the negatives about the hobby, all the negatives, I believe, about collecting and whatnot. And they had a debate this past weekend, and Comic Tom basically roasted this person. And again, I want to throw my 2 cents in, not about that conversation, because again, I'm not here for the drama and all the other nonsense. I'm here for the comics. I'm here for the community, and I'm here for the hobby. I love collecting comics. I love talking about stuff coming out. I love talking about older books that I'm collecting, trades, collectibles, figures, whatever. This is a hobby that I've grown up with since I was 11 years old. And contrary to what a lot of people apparently didn't know, yeah, I am, in my late 30s. So even though I don't act it, and even though a lot of people won't believe me when I say I'm 38, I am. Uh, I've been doing this for a very long time, and YouTube has been a wonderful way for me to share this love and this passion with all of you, and with a community of people who also, all different ages, share the same passion and love for books. So, hello, Brilly. Welcome to the stream. So, personally, for me, when it comes to people who like to make things for hits or whatever instead of actually talking about the hobby, comic collecting is an awesome hobby. Comic books aren't a great place, in my opinion. Is there ups and downs? There always are. There always are. The 90s, there was a really harsh downtime. There was a lot of debate going on in the 2010s. And when we went into the 2000s, things were, it was getting into rough times. The New 52, we don't talk about that. We try to forget those 5 years when it comes to DC Comics. But there were a lot of ups too. There were a lot of really great series, characters, developments, Marvel, DC, Independence, everything. And the one thing I love doing, especially when it comes to YouTube, is I love making content and sharing my enjoyment, my passion, my collecting, and finding people who have the same exact love for the hobby, or have interest in the hobby, who want, who have questions about the hobby, questions about series that are going on, or just want to have a discussion, about stuff going on. I lost my comic shop back in, I believe it was 2002, 2003, and I started ordering my comics online. But before that, I remember as a teen at the time, or teen, like a young teen, I loved the comic book shop chats and talks. And that was one of the biggest things on Wednesday when I went to the comic shop. I loved being involved in these conversations with people who are older than me, people the same age as me, very, very few younger than me, but because I was a teen. But I loved that. And when the shop closed, I feel like I lost that. And for a good amount of years, I did lose that, because there's no one to talk comic books with anymore. I was ordering my comics online, I was reading them, and then that was it. There wasn't, YouTube wasn't a huge thing back then. I don't even think it existed back then. And when YouTube came out, and when I decided to make my own channel and start doing this, it brought back that feeling of comic shop chat, because I had people who shared the liking, disliking, whatever, of whatever was going on, or I liked something they didn't, or I didn't like something they did, and we'd have a conversation about why we liked it, why we didn't like it, whatever. And it brought back that feeling, that comic shop feeling. And I do still want to start going to a comic shop again. That's the whole goal with the weekly comic book call, is to, at some point, if not a local comic shop, which my closest local comic shop is a pretty long trek away, taking that extra couple of minutes and going to Midtown and picking up my books there, and then looking at the other stuff that's on the wall, and maybe picking out one or two things, picking up some older books, maybe bumping into some people, having a conversation chat, making a video out of it, and having fun and sharing that experience with all of you each and every week. This community is a wonderful community. There have been ups, there have been downs, there's been some crazy stuff. I've been here for a very long time. I think I was part of, everybody jokes about my channel being here during the first generation, or towards the middle and end of the first generation of comic book reviewers, I could speak, on YouTube. I was there. I was here when that first generation started. A lot of them are gone now. Maybe all of them actually, except for me. And I'm even spotty at the moment myself, trying to get back into a track. But I've been here. I've seen it all. I've been through it all. I regret being away for the 5 years I needed to be away. Um, but I love doing this. And if you're going to come into doing this and joining the community, bring your positivity. We don't need any more negativity. Believe me, there are enough channels on YouTube right now that talk doom and gloom in the comic book realm, whether it be the companies, the communities, whatever, collecting. We don't need any more of that. Comic book collecting is awesome. I love it. It saved my reading. It gave me something that at that time in my life, no one or nothing else could. So in a way, I owe comic books more than I think I could ever pay back. So if you're going to come into this, if you're going to come into this community, I hope, if especially you're a newer YouTuber, because I do see newer YouTubers coming up, I hope that you bring that positivity with you. And I hope that my channel continues to shine a light on that positivity and the awesome feeling it is each and every week to get new books, to talk about new books, to talk about all the stuff, the exciting stuff that's coming out. Yes, there's going to be bad. Yes, I'm sure I'm going to get mad at several things before my end of days. But I'm hoping that the good will always outshadow the bad. My opinion, though. Collect, enjoy your passion. If someone doesn't like it, yeah, exactly. I agree. Don't put other people down. Exactly. And that's what I feel like a lot of people do. And I don't want that. So that was a little thing going on in the community. We have an awesome community. I believe in our community very much so. So please do. I hope you do enjoy the content I do. And I hope that there are other people out there you enjoy. And if you're considering doing it, I hope that you do and bring positivity. But we have previews to talk about. And as of this moment, these are the October solicits for December. I'm going to be reading a lot more DC, so we're going to be stopping a lot more in this book, even though it's a lot thinner than Marvel. Justice League. I've been waiting for this book for years. It's been gone for at least 3 or 4 years since Bendis ended the series, so it's good to see Justice League back. I will absolutely be picking it up. Batman, we will see. I am trying it out. This month, October, November are when a lot of the jumping on points are. And I don't know yet, but I'm going to be trying as many titles as I can. So Batman is a question mark. Absolute Batman, Superman, and Absolute Superman. I guess it wasn't a misprint. I guess Absolute Superman was delayed because this is issue number 2 over here. I'll be getting all 3 of those books, definitely. We'll see if I'm going to be sticking with Absolute Batman after the first arc, but we'll see. As far as here goes, again, Detective Comics. If I'm enjoying the story, I'll be sticking with it. But Absolute Wonder Woman, we'll see if I'm still with Absolute Wonder Woman at that point. I will be doing the first story arc, so we'll see. New Gods, as much as this is an issue number 1, it looks really cool. New Gods might be something I try digitally before I go and delve into the physical route. But I've never been a fan of the New Gods, so that might be something I do a little bit of a pass on. Action Comics number 178 through 181. We're still doing 4 issues a month. Do I still think it's overkill? Absolutely. But are we still going to be getting it no matter what? Yes. So we're going to go through it. We're going to get through it, and we'll see what happens. Nightwing. I will definitely be back in Nightwing. I don't know if Batman and Robin is going to have a jumping on point. I'm hoping it does. If it does, I will be there. Wasn't expecting this book, but I'm going to be trying it out, especially because I'm interested in these costumes. Challengers of the Unknown, issue number 1. I will definitely be trying that. And there's also a foil variant, so I have a reason to kind of grab it regardless. And then Superwoman, is getting a special. And of course, I mean, we all knew it looked like Lois, but of course, the previews decided they were going to spoil it. We now know that Superwoman is Lois. We just don't know how she got her powers yet, unless it was in the previews. I'm purposely not reading it for that reason. I don't need to know. I wanted to be surprised, but are these absolute series like the DC version of the Ultimate books? Yes. This is going to be an alternate universe where different things happen. So Bruce isn't rich. I don't know exactly what they're changing with Wonder Woman, and Clark is also not. I don't know if he wasn't raised by the Kents or if the government chased after him since day one, but Superman kind of feels like more, or the Lazarus Corporation sends the most peacekeepers located. Yeah. So apparently Superman is more New 52-esque in this absolute universe. So basically, this is New 52 without using the term New 52, and it's newer. So they went a whole different route with all three of these main characters. And I hear they're bringing out a Flash at some point too. So we'll see about the Flash. Out of all of these, I do think Gotham City Sirens Uncovered I might grab. The rest, I'm Batgirl. Batgirl, I'll try issue number 1. If I like issue number 1, I'll continue. Otherwise, like Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, I've tried those series multiple times. I'm probably not going to grab it. So, if anything, these two will be the ones I'm grabbing. The Gotham City Sirens Undercover is just a bunch of covers in a book, so I always like it for the artwork. Only thing here that I'll be grabbing will be, again, one page, and that's Batman and Robin Year 1, issue number 3, and the Long Halloween, Last Halloween, issue number 4. I grabbed the first issue of this. You'll be seeing it in the hall tomorrow. And I like the Year 1 stuff. I was debating picking up the box set for Nightwing, Robin, Nightwing, and Batgirl. We'll see. We're getting Batman Dark Patterns. It's going to be, I believe, a 12-issue maxi series that's going to run through all of 2025 except for issue number 1. Or I'm sorry, most of 2025, because issue 1 is coming in December. So we'll see. I'll probably try the first issue. I'm not trying Two-Face, Brave and the Bold. I just don't have a feeling it's going to be good. We'll see. Batman, Superman, World's Finest. I will absolutely be checking that out. Titans, I'll be checking out. Justice Society, issue number 2. I'll be trying the first arc there. And Black Canary is going to be a pass. But you'll probably see the first issue anyway, because the first issue is getting a foil. And you know me and foils. I mean, do I have to explain that to you? Flash, I've tried and got burnt on, but I will probably try the Jumping On Point. I mean, Simon Spurrier is writing it. I'll give it a shot. Maybe. Metamorpho's getting an issue number 1. I don't know if it's a miniseries or a maxi or an ongoing series, but I'm not a fan of Metamorpho. Same with Black Lightning. However, Green Lantern issue 18 and Green Lantern Green Arrow World's Finest special. I'll be grabbing both of those. So the special I'll be grabbing, and then Green Lantern. If Michael was still around, I'm sure he would be grabbing Green Arrow. But Michael is no longer around, so I'm sorry. That is one book that unfortunately will not be on the reviews. I am going to be trying Shazam. Shazam comes out, I believe, the first week of October, so I'll be trying the Jumping On Point. The rest of these books, I will also be getting the Question All Along the Watchtower. This miniseries looks really good, so I'll be probably grabbing those 2 books. We'll see. Shazam, we'll see if I stick with it. The Question, I'll be sticking with the miniseries. The DC horror stuff, I'm not grabbing. I'll be grabbing Crisis on Infinite Earths issue 9 for the chrome cover, for the foil cover. I didn't pre-order issue number 1. I didn't. But I didn't know that they were going to run through this entire miniseries during December. So I might grab issue 1 through Midtown and buy these 4 here, previews-wise. But Batman, Santa Claus, Silent Night, issues 2 through, I guess, 5. Yeah, it's ending in the 5th Christmas, which means it's on sale really the day after Christmas, because they don't do a release date on Christmas. So, yeah, I'll probably end up grabbing the miniseries just for the Christmas, fun of it. Throw in some Christmas stuff when it comes to the reviews. Dark Knight Steel issue number 6 and DC vs. Vampires World War 5. I mean, I literally have the first issue. I've got the second issue. I've tried them out. Oh, sure. Now the blue. Maybe if I turn the camera some way. I was debating moving this. This is an artist. If you guys saw my haul, this is an artist rendition of Superman Blue, but you couldn't see it. Oh yeah, like this you could see it, but then when I turn the camera back, the lighting, yeah. I'm thinking of moving him over to there where the DA actually fits perfectly in the negative space, but we'll see. We'll see. So I'll be getting both of those. I'll be getting both the miniseries. I'll be trying both of those out. Why not? What's up, Tevia? I'm not really reading anything Black Label. Jenny Sparks. I'll be reading Jenny Sparks because it looked interesting. I believe this is a 5-issue mini, so I believe this is the final issue. Oh no, it's a 7-issue mini. I apologize. There's 2 more issues after that. I don't read any of the kid stuff, and then we get into the trades, which I don't do trades. I don't really do too many trades unless I miss something. But when it comes to DC, there's going to be a lot of reading. Tevia, we had a huge discussion. You'll have to watch the show back. But if I do end up moving Dark Avenger Live to a once-a-month format, previews will have their own video. I will make a video, and I'll be recording, like literally looking at the books like I did before. I'll do a previews video specifically, so we don't have to worry about having to do a Dark Avenger Live. So just saying, because I forgot to mention this when I was talking about thinking about taking the live shows and changing it to once a month temporarily until we build the channel back up again. If you're watching this live show and you want to help channel build up, share the channel with some of your friends, get them to come check out the videos and come hang out on the live shows. But yeah, the previews will still be around no matter what. I'll make a video series for it, no problem. So Time Slide. This was talked about. We talked about this on the last live show. I don't know who's going to be chasing this secret variant that isn't a secret. Is it a secret variant or a surprise hidden gem variant? Y'all have fun with that. I do not like that cover at all. No offense to Rob Liefeld, but he's done a lot better than that. Time Sliders is leading into something coming next year in Marvel, so I'll probably grab the one shot. I'm going to be grabbing 2 covers for Laura Kidney Wolverine. I'll probably be grabbing the Chromium, and of course, I'll be grabbing the Scotty variant. I can't not get J. Scott. I'm sorry, I said Scotty. J. Scott Campbell. I can't miss a Laura J. Scott Campbell. All new Venom. I don't know how much the gold chrome or the gold foil is going to be. If it's a ridiculous price and not like the regular foil price, because it says here retailers inquire about the foil pricing. If it's ridiculous, I'll probably just get one of the many other covers and the hell with it. If it's going to be like $20-$30, I'm not wasting that much money on a chrome cover, especially because it's literally the start of another Venom series, and we don't know how good or bad it's going to be yet. TVA's miniseries, I'll be grabbing that because Spider-Gwen. My camera's reversed, I'm sorry, so I'm moving my finger around. I've got to get used to doing it backwards. I don't think so at all, Tevia. I'm really looking forward to this mystery of who Venom is. Brock's going to become Venom again. This is just a series. It's going to be maybe 12 to 20 issues, and Eddie Brock's going to be around anyway. Venom is still going to be there. It's just who took the suit temporarily. If you liked Flash Thompson as Venom, whoever this new Venom is, and I like the idea that it could be one of 5 people, and we won't know until basically the end of the series, possibly, who it is. I'm all for that. So I'm sorry, Tevia. We definitely disagree. I'm looking forward to this Venom series, and I like that it's gold. It's interesting. It's interesting. Amazing Spider-Man 63 and 64. I'll be trying this new team taking over for Spider-Man and hoping for the best. And that's all I could say when it comes to Spider-Man. The holiday special we'll see, but Kidpool and Spider-Boy, yeah, for Kidpool. For Kidpool, I'll probably end up doing that. Helverine, I'll be there for the foil cover for sure. I love Helverine. Agent Venom was my favorite. Exactly. So again, Agent Venom was Firestorm's favorite Venom. You don't know if this Venom might be the next Agent Venom for you, even though it's not Agent Venom. Hell Hunters, I feel like this is Marvel's way of double dipping, but I might try it because it's got Bucky and Wolverine in it. So I might try it. This is a surprising twist of fate, so to speak. Ultimate Universe 1 year in. Because remember, they only have 2 years before that dome goes down. And we've got Nick Fury, but it's the other Nick Fury, not the Nick Fury from the original Ultimate Universe. So originally, the Ultimate Universe had the black Nick Fury, and then the white Nick Fury was in the main Marvel Universe. Now we've got black Nick Fury in the main Marvel Universe, and it looks like the white one. I guess they traded places. I don't know, but I'll probably end up grabbing this cover because I like that one more. But I am interested in seeing why this Nick Fury they chose for the Ultimate Universe now. And then, of course, we have Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 12. Looking forward to that. It's one of the only Spider-Man books I'm actually enjoying right now. Cough, cough, Marvel, fix your shit. I just said that, Tevia, so I don't have to repeat it. Ultimates issue number 7. Also, Tevia, please a little bit easier on the comments because I want other people to chat too. So try to limit yourself just a teeny bit. Deadpool team-ups apparently was a mini because this is the final issue, 5 of 5. Unless I'm just stupid and didn't realize it was a mini. West Coast Avengers, I'll be trying those out as well. Sabretooth, I'm skipping the mini. I can't, especially with Storm and Psylocke. I'll be getting both of those. I'm going to be very picky very soon with a lot of the stuff that's coming. Mystique's mini, I'll be grabbing. X-Men issue number 8, obviously I'll be grabbing those. Sentinels, again, I grabbed the first issue. I might finish out the miniseries. We'll see. Uncanny X-Men. Why did they do that? That's dumb. Okay, so Uncanny X-Men 7, and then we got X-Men 9. I don't know why they didn't keep the X-Men together, but X-Men 9 and Uncanny X-Men, I'll be grabbing both of those. We've got some interesting... I like that they're doing the Marvel vs. Capcom titles, characters for their variants, but not something I'll probably grab. I mean, maybe 1 or 2, depending on which cover is the main cover, but I'm not going to be grabbing them all. MYX Phoenix and X Factor, I'll be grabbing all of those, of course, because I've been enjoying those series so far, and I'm giving everything like at least one chance. Exceptional X-Men and Dazzler. I ended up grabbing Dazzler 1. Probably going to end up finishing the series off. Why not? And Exceptional X-Men, of course. Wolverine and X-Force. Going to be grabbing both of those as well. Weapon Extraction. So if you didn't want to get all those other books to get the actual story, I guess you can get it all in one book now. And then, of course, you got Wolverine Revenge. I'll be getting that double because I get the regular and the red band. Werewolf by Night, red band, and Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu. I'll probably be getting both of those. I've been enjoying Moon Knight now that I've jumped back in. And Werewolf by Night surprised me the first issue. I'll talk about that in the 0.5. Even though it's a miniseries, technically speaking, I believe. We'll see. The Avengers, I'm not grabbing. No, I'm sorry. I thought I was, and then I said no. I forgot. I decided not to. We got Facsimiles, Spider-Gwen, and Miles Morales. I'll be grabbing both of those. Miles' new suit, and Spider-Gwen has been just freaking amazing since it started up. Spectacular Spider-Man I'll be grabbing. Avengers Assemble I decided to pass on. Spider-Boy is a question mark. Because I know there's going to be a jumping on point for Spider-Boy. I believe it's actually this month. So I might. Blood Hunters is ending, and I'll be probably grabbing Blade Red Band because I'm actually curious. So we've got both of those books to look forward to, as we're not even halfway through the other books yet. Petpool is the one Deadpool book I'm actually going to say I'm good. If someone wants to buy it for me, okay. If not, I'm not buying it. So Deadpool issue 9, however, I will be grabbing. I don't, when it comes to pet, little specials, as much as I love all these animals as Deadpool, it just, again, the movie just came out. The movie went good. And yeah, we're getting too much of that now. Yes, Miles is for now. I don't know if that's going to stick though. So we'll see. Iron Man issue number 3, I'll be grabbing that. I do like this Cap cover. I'm not going to lie. I might bend for the cover alone because, my God, and I don't mean the Marvel Capcom one. I mean the actual cover. I might bend and grab it just because I think it's really nice. Conquest 2099, not bothering. I might have to grab Incredible Hulk because I think it's crossing over with Werewolf by Night. So I might grab issue number 20. Marvel Zombies Dawn of Decay. I read the first issue. I was surprised, so I might be grabbing physical issues for the rest of the series. I haven't received my. No, wait, issue 2 didn't come out yet. Never mind. I have to wait for issue number 2. Aliens is always a question mark for me. And then, of course, Star Wars right now, we've got no ongoings going on. All we have is the Battle of Jakku. So Republic Under Siege 3 and 4, concluding that mini. And then issue number 1 of The Last Stand. So I guess we're not getting any ongoing series for the next couple of months. And we're just going to be getting this Battle of Jakku. And then after that, maybe we'll get an ongoing again, but we're not getting Darth Vader back, obviously, because we're doing after Darth Vader passes. Ewoks and I don't know, and not no as in KNOW, no as in NO, I'm not, no. And Ahsoka, again, if you watch the Disney Plus series, I don't feel like you need to read the book because that's what, for some reason, I don't know why Marvel's doing that, but every Disney Plus series they bring out, they do a Marvel a comic adaptation, which, sure, I guess. I mean, it was a great issue number 1 foil cover, but otherwise, anyway. So, a lot of really great stuff to look forward to for sure. We are now going into the month of October. One of the things I do want to do, even though I'm a little bit behind, I know it might be a bit much on me, but I'm going to try, is we have exactly, I believe, 4 weeks in October. I want to triple check to be sure. I don't know if it's 5. 1, 2, no, 5. So we have 5 weeks in October. My goal is to cover 5 either series or things that have happened between Marvel and DC, at least this year. Unfortunately, we'll bring the indies in maybe next year, especially if it works out. But doing a Halloween-themed spotlight series, 1 episode a week for the 5 weeks that we have. So I believe we have 5 Saturdays, so it'll probably be the 5 Saturdays. I'm sorry, once again, 1, 2, no, it is not. We have 5 to, well, you know what? Thursday, we have 5 days, and then the 5th day would be, or the 5th episode would be on Halloween. So we will see. I might do, like I said, the whole video tomorrow, the 0.5. Thursday will be the first spotlight for Halloween. Then Friday we'll do the review. Saturday will be the haul, God willing, of course. And then Monday, Tuesday will be the next review. And then I want to bring back Most Anticipated. I keep talking about Most Anticipated, and I want to bring that back. So I'm hoping that we can bring that back. Anyway, with that being said, till further notice, I mean, Dark Avenger Live will be Mondays. If I decide to make it a monthly series, I'll post something on Twitter. I do want to start working on, no, I won't be at New York Comic Con this year, Tevia. Maybe next year. So I do want to start working on the Facebook again. There is a Facebook group. I got to figure out how I'm going to connect that with the YouTube. I'm thinking of some of my own personal ideas. I don't want to look like I'm copying anybody. So we'll see how I'm going to work the YouTube group in, but there is a Dark Avenger YouTube group, a Facebook group. There's my Twitter. I have a Discord, but my Discord is mostly gaming. So if you like gaming, come over to the Discord. If you like comics and you have Facebook, join the Facebook group. Bunch of links in the description below for all my social media. Keep an eye on the Twitter. I'm not used to calling it X. I don't want to call it X. I think it's a dumb name. But that is where I will post any updates about live shows and whatnot. So keep an eye on my Twitter, the Dark Avenger Twitter. I will probably post this weekend if I decide to make this a once a month live show series for now, until we start building the channel up and more people start coming back, or newer people start finding the channel. And we have, because the live shows have always been a discussion between me and my viewers. And most of the show has been just me. And it's not, I blame myself again. I've been away for 5 years, if not longer. And this channel has been jumping from active to inactive over those 5 years. So once consistency happens, then I know a lot more people will be checking the channel out. A lot more people will hop in when they see there's a live show to talk. So again, it's all on me. I blame myself, and I'm hoping to rectify that, especially in the coming year, which is 2025. So thank you all so much for being here once again. Look forward to a lot of stuff. Look forward to a lot of videos this week, apparently. And I also do have an unboxing series I'm going to be starting at some point. Obviously not this week, because this week I've got a lot of stuff to cover, but I've recorded a few videos for it already. And then it will go on as things become available. You'll understand what it is when you see the first video, and it will involve this comic right here at some point. So consider this a little teaser for it. But anyway, till next time, everybody, thank you all so much for being here. Take care. Keep reading, keep collecting, and I will see all of you really soon in the next video. Take care, everybody.